Brownies and Blackie were two kittens that were thrown away not long after they were born. Their owner was unwilling to have many cats on the house and only wanted to keep the mother cat. So they were left on the forest that was remote and far from residential areas. Brownies and Blackie were starving, and they only could meow pitifully, but no mother cat approached them. They were confused. They meowed harder. Not a single cat came to fulfill their needs. However, they had to survive. With their instinct, they followed the path that used to be the road taken by the human. Therefore, they decided to walk along the path. They hoped to find the human that thrown them. Moreover, to go back to their mother cat. They were glad, for they could find some puddles along the road. It's not sufficient to fulfill their little tummy, but at least it could substitute their needs to remain alive. Nonetheless, the road seemed endless, and Brownies got bored and exhausted. Several times he stopped for taking rest. Meanwhile, Blackie tried to cheer his brother to keep moving forward. He kept strolling, though he walked unsteadily because of the hunger. Besides, he was shivered from the cold after the rain. He tried his best to endure before they could find their mother cat. Joy came to his heart when he found some leftovers thrown on the road. Blackie shared the food with his brother and they ate it to their content. On the end of the day, they spent the night inside the package of the food they used to eat, and two kittens snuggled one to another, wishing the following day would be better. The next day, they continued their journey. Here and there, they only saw huge trees, and the only path they could follow was the road they previously took yesterday. Unfortunately, they didn't find any food to satiate their hunger. Blackie no longer tried to cheer up his brother. They were in the same situation anyway. Blackie hoped they could find their mother soon, so they didn't become the stray kittens. He kept strolling forward to find a way, while Brownie stopped several times, either because of taking rest, or being distracted by a butterfly, or playing around with his own tail. It made the gap between them got greater, and Brownie was far behind Blackie. Though Blackie was determined to not giving up, but his frail body forced him to take rest as well. After finding a shaded bushes, Blackie took rest as he waited for Brownies. Just by then, he saw a couple of humans on motorcycle had taken Brownies with them. Blackie chased with all his strength, but he could do nothing with his tiny paws. They were too fast. Blackie meowed as hard as he could, but still, the humans didn't hear him. Apparently, they didn't aware about Blackie that took rest under the bush. Instead, they attracted to Brownies, which the brown fur shined gleamy under the sun as he walked gloomy. They took pity on a beautiful brown kitten that lost in the forest. Unfortunately, they didn't realize there was another kitten that needed their protection. Blackie was downhearted. He felt exhausted, neglected, and desolated. Nonetheless, he continued his journey alone. Years passed and both kittens had grown up. Their situation was totally different and made both of them grew like poles apart. Brownies was taken care well by his human. He got his own bed for sleep and was given food on time. He was pampered all day long without doing nothing. Day by day, Brownies was getting fatter and lazier since his daily activities were only eating, napping, then eating again, and going to sleep. Moreover, his mobility was limited around the house. That made Brownies got bored and dull, for he had finished to explore the house already. At the end, Brownies was unable to run because of his weight. On the other side, Blackie must survive alone in the wilderness. He learned to catch mouse and other smaller animals for his daily meal. Not only that, he learned to catch the fishes in the river or small birds that perch on the branches. He learned to run swiftly, climb the tree, and was forcefully learned to swim, as he had to survive after falling to the river. He even learned how to survive from the predators and find temporary shelter to keep him safe. Life seemed unfair to him compared to his brother's life. Anyway, life was unpredictable and the wheel had rolled. One day, the owner of brownies was died because of traffic accident and never went back to the house. The neighbors weren't aware for days, since the couple were barely socializing with them. They also didn't realize that there is a cat that was still on the house. Hence, brownies must learn to survive. However, since he never learned how to hunt and only pampered around, Brownies just relied on the cat food left by his owner. When he ran out for the food, Brownies only could meow, but nobody heard his wailing. Moreover, he was afraid to get out, since he thought it was dangerous for him. At the end, Brownies was died from starving because he had no abilities to survive. On the opposite, Blackie turned into a proud and wonderful cat. He was grown up to be a strong and skillful, also steadfast fighter. Furthermore, he got a female and had kittens that he trained for hunting and followed his path to be survived on their lives. Life seems unfair to us, but if you keep believing and strive, you'll find your success eventually. Don't afford for any complacent or satisfied, since it might drag you down. Do you agree with this? I hope this story could motivate you to withstand and give your best shot in your life. Please share your thoughts on the comments. Please like and share to your friends so they got motivation as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. See you next time.